Behind every rising star lies a story of resilience, ambition, dreams, and sometimes hidden struggles that only a few ever get to see. Today, we dive deep into the life of Owen Cooper, the 15-year-old actor who captured the hearts of millions with his unforgettable debut role in Netflix's Adolescence. From his breakthrough on the big screen to the glowing reviews he received, Owen's rise to fame is the stuff of dreams. But what about the untold side of his journey? What challenges did he face in the shadows, and what sacrifices did he make to get to where he is now? Beyond the fame, what truly lies beneath the surface of this young, promising star? Join us as we uncover the secrets and lesser-known aspects of Owen's extraordinary life, because the path to stardom is never as simple as it seems. Owen Cooper's journey to stardom didn't follow the conventional path of most actors. It began on a football pitch, rather than a film set. Born and raised in Warrington, England, Owen was a key member of the Warrington Rylands U15 football squad, where he dreamed of turning professional. With his heart set on football, it seemed as though the sport would be his ticket to success. Yet, life had other plans for him. While his love for football was undeniable, Owen soon discovered an unexpected passion that would alter the course of his life forever. What started as a casual interest quickly ignited a fire within him. As he found himself spending more time honing his skills in drama, the world of performance began to captivate him in ways that football never could. It wasn't long before Owen took a bold leap, leaving behind his sports dreams to pursue a new path. He joined the drama mob in Manchester, an important stepping stone in his evolving journey. This marked the beginning of his transformation from aspiring footballer to a promising actor. The decision to walk away from the football field wasn't easy, but Owen was driven by an undeniable calling to tell stories and connect with audiences on a deeper level. His decision turned out to be the start of an exciting and unpredictable career, one where the lessons of discipline and teamwork learned from football would serve him well on the stage and screen. At the age of 14, Owen's life took an unexpected and transformative turn. Everything changed after he watched Tom Holland's powerful performance in The Impossible. The raw emotion and captivating depth of Holland's portrayal left a lasting impression, igniting a spark within Owen that would forever alter his trajectory. It was in that moment that he realized his true calling, to become an actor. Fueled by this newfound passion, Owen wasted no time in taking the first step toward his dream. He enrolled in acting classes at the Drama Mob in Manchester, eager to learn the intricacies of the craft. As he delved deeper into the world of acting, Owen's commitment and dedication became undeniable. He didn't just attend classes, he fully immersed himself in the art of performance, absorbing every lesson and refining his skills. From mastering the smallest nuances of body language to understanding the complex layers of character portrayal, Owen was determined to perfect his craft. This relentless pursuit of excellence soon paid off. His hard work and passion were recognized when he landed his first professional role. This moment marked the beginning of what would become a remarkable journey in the entertainment industry. Owen's rise was no accident. It was the culmination of years of dedication, unwavering commitment, and an unyielding belief in the power of storytelling. Owen's entrance into the world of acting is a remarkable tale of raw talent, unexpected opportunities, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. With no formal acting experience and very little idea of what to expect, Owen decided to take a leap of faith. He submitted a self-tape for the role of Jamie Miller in the Netflix miniseries Adolescence, a psychological crime drama that would go on to define a significant chapter of his life. Initially, it was a chance to try something new, a shot at a dream that felt almost out of reach. Little did Owen know that this seemingly small step would catapult him into the spotlight in a way few could have anticipated. At first glance, casting directors were understandably uncertain. After all, Owen had no background in acting, no previous performances under his belt, and no formal training. Yet, when the casting team watched his self-tape, something changed. They saw something in Owen that couldn't be taught. A natural ability to convey deep emotion, a remarkable level of emotional intelligence, and an authenticity that made his portrayal feel real. It wasn't the technical perfection they expected from someone with experience. It was his raw, unpolished talent that shone through, giving the character of Jamie Miller an unusual depth for a newcomer. Impressed by his ability to capture the essence of the character, they made the decision to cast Owen as Jamie. This was the moment everything shifted for Owen. What started as a gamble, a simple act of submitting a tape for a role he never imagined he would get, became the launchpad for his career. Was a complex psychological crime drama, a show that would demand much from any actor, let alone someone with no previous acting experience. The character of Jamie Miller was particularly challenging. 13 years old, accused of a brutal murder with emotions running high, and deep complexities behind every action. Jamie was not just a victim, he was a complicated character, whose story required subtlety and nuanced performance to bring to life. The role demanded an emotional weight that most adult actors would find difficult to handle. But for Owen, it was a challenge he not only embraced but thrived in. There was something about this young actor that made him rise to the occasion. The psychological and emotional demands of portraying Jamie Miller were intense. The story required Owen to delve into some of the darkest corners of the human psyche, to understand what it feels like to be misunderstood, to grapple with guilt, shame, and confusion, and to portray a young boy's journey through trauma. It was far beyond what a typical teenager would be expected to convey. Yet Owen, with no formal training, found ways to tap into his own emotional reservoir and bring authenticity to a character so filled with complexity. The scenes were difficult, sometimes even painful, but Owen gave it everything he had, fully immersing himself in the role, never shying away from the darkness that Jamie carried. Every scene was a revelation. Through Owen's portrayal, viewers could feel Jamie's fear, his struggle to make sense of a world that had suddenly turned against him, and the emotional conflict he faced as he tried to navigate the intense pressure of being accused of something he didn't understand. His performance was raw and powerful, filled with moments of vulnerability that captured the audience's attention and left them wanting more. Critics quickly recognized Owen's ability to hold the audience's attention, even in scenes that were emotionally charged or demanding. As filming progressed, Owen grew into the role, becoming more confident with each passing day. What was once an intimidating challenge became a canvas for Owen to craft a compelling, believable character. He honed his craft on set, learning as he went, drawing from his life experiences, and ultimately transforming his initial nervousness into a powerful tool for storytelling. By the time the series aired, Owen had transformed from a young, inexperienced actor to one who could command the screen, delivering a performance that was both heart-wrenching and unforgettable. For Owen, Adolescence wasn't just an acting job. It was the moment that changed his life. It was the start of something bigger than he could have ever imagined. A self-tape, a leap of faith, and an undeniable spark of talent turned what could have been just a fleeting opportunity into a career-defining moment. And the best part? This was only the beginning. What Owen accomplished with Adolescence was just a taste of his potential, showing the world that sometimes the greatest successes come from the most unexpected places. His future as an actor is bright, and with every new project, Owen will continue to push the boundaries of what he is capable of, proving that sometimes raw talent, paired with an unrelenting drive to succeed, is all it takes to rise to the top. Adolescence was filmed in a truly groundbreaking style that pushed the boundaries of conventional filmmaking. Each of its 4 episodes was shot in a single continuous take, a daring choice that introduced a level of complexity and excitement rarely seen in television. This innovative technique not only heightened the intensity of the storytelling, but also placed immense pressure on the cast, who had to perform flawlessly from start to finish with no opportunity for retakes. For Owen, who was just 14 years old at the time, the challenge was particularly daunting. Tasked with portraying Jamie Miller, he was expected to bring emotional depth and authenticity to his character while maintaining seamless continuity across long, uninterrupted scenes. The stakes were high, with the weight of the entire episode resting on his ability to deliver a convincing performance in real time. The absence of safety nets, such as the ability to redo a scene, meant that every moment had to be perfect. Every facial expression, every line of dialogue, every movement. Despite the overwhelming pressure, Owen not only met but exceeded expectations. His portrayal of Jamie was both nuanced and compelling, as he expertly navigated the emotional highs and lows of adolescence. All while maintaining an exceptional level of emotional intensity, Owen's dedication to his craft was evident throughout the filming process. The commitment to staying emotionally present and consistent across each episode, all without the luxury of multiple takes, showcased his remarkable talent and resilience. His performance stands as a testament to the power of youthful determination and artistry, making Adolescence an unforgettable viewing experience and a milestone in television production. Portraying a character under intense psychological scrutiny was no small feat for Owen. The role demanded not only an extraordinary level of emotional investment, but also required him to immerse himself in complex, often distressing themes that pushed his limits. As he delved into the depths of his character's troubled psyche, Owen was forced to confront some of the darkest aspects of human nature. The weight of the character's painful experiences began to take its toll, leaving him grappling with moments of emotional exhaustion and vulnerability. The process wasn't just a test of his acting abilities, but of his personal resilience as well. The line between fiction and reality blurred at times, and Owen found himself struggling to maintain balance in the face of such overwhelming material. Yet, despite these obstacles, his resilience and unwavering commitment to the craft carried him through. With the support of his co-stars who shared in the emotional journey and the invaluable guidance from the production team, Owen was able to navigate the emotional roller coaster that came with the role. The experience proved transformative, allowing him to emerge not only with a deeper understanding of his craft, but also with a newfound strength. It wasn't just the role that changed him. The entire process of confronting such intense emotional and psychological challenges reshaped his perspective on acting, pushing him to evolve into a more empathetic and skillful performer. What initially seemed like an overwhelming experience ultimately became a powerful catalyst for his growth, sharpening his focus and fortifying his resolve for future roles. With the meteoric success of Adolescence came an unexpected and undeniable shift in Owen's life. The quiet, private life he had once known was suddenly replaced with constant attention as he found himself thrust into the public eye. This newfound fame, although exhilarating, was also an overwhelming adjustment. The cameras, the fans, the media, it all came at him faster than he could have imagined. He was no longer just Owen, the aspiring actor. He was now a public figure, scrutinized from every angle. The transition wasn't without its challenges. Owen quickly realized that fame wasn't just about applause and recognition. It was about expectations. The weight of the public's gaze felt heavy on his shoulders. There were new pressures to maintain his image, constantly meet the ever-growing expectations of both fans and critics, and deliver performances that lived up to the buzz surrounding him. The demands from the industry became more intense, and he found himself navigating an unfamiliar landscape where every move was watched and analyzed. It wasn't long before the joy of his success began to feel overshadowed by the pressure to succeed again and again. Behind the scenes, Owen struggled with his own doubts. The fear of becoming a one-hit wonder of Adolescence being his peak gnawed at him. Would he ever land another role that resonated as deeply as that one? Was his career just a fleeting moment of success, or could he sustain it? He didn't shy away from expressing his uncertainty about his future in acting. He confided in friends, family, and close colleagues, worrying that the next call wouldn't come, and that his dream would slip away. Despite these moments of vulnerability, Owen's foundation remained strong. He leaned into the support of his family, who had been with him long before the fame. They reminded him of his roots, of the love and dedication that had gotten him this far. His passion for acting, too, served as a constant source of motivation. It wasn't the applause or the accolades that had driven him to pursue this path. It was the craft, the art of storytelling. And it was this love that kept him grounded amidst the chaos, giving him the courage to face whatever came next, even if the future felt uncertain. Amidst the numerous challenges that came his way, Owen found a steadfast pillar of support in his family. Raised in a nurturing home, Owen's mother, a compassionate carer, and his father, a seasoned IT professional together with two older brothers, provided a foundation that was not only stable but also filled with love. From the earliest years, Owen's family instilled in him the values of perseverance, resilience, and self-belief. Their unwavering encouragement and deep belief in his potential were the driving forces behind his determination. Through every setback and triumph, his family remained by his side, offering a blend of wise counsel and boundless affection. When obstacles seemed insurmountable, they reminded him of his strengths, and when success came knocking, they celebrated each achievement with as much enthusiasm as if it were their own. This unwavering support allowed Owen to keep his focus on his growth, both personally and professionally, while remaining grounded despite the rising pressures of his career. As his journey unfolded, this strong familial bond proved to be more than just emotional support. It became the framework that helped him navigate the complexities of an evolving career, offering him not just comfort, but a solid sense of direction. With his family's encouragement, Owen learned to embrace both success and failure, knowing that no matter what, they would always be there to offer a steady hand, guiding him toward his future with love and confidence. Undeterred by the hardships that had once threatened to define his journey, Owen found himself on a path that seemed destined to test both his resilience and his talent. What began as a rocky start soon blossomed into an unexpected rise, with the promise of new opportunities that allowed him to push the boundaries of his craft. His breakthrough came when he was cast as the young Heathcliff in Emerald Fennell's highly anticipated adaptation of Wuthering Heights. This role, though a dream for any actor, was also a daunting challenge that would demand everything Owen had to offer. The character of Heathcliff, with his raw intensity and profound inner turmoil, is one of the most iconic figures in literary history, making it a role fraught with expectation and complexity. For Owen, stepping into the shoes of this troubled, passionate character required far more than merely memorizing lines or emulating previous portrayals. It was a deep dive into a different kind of performance, one that stretched his emotional range and tested his ability to embody a character whose psychological landscape was as tempestuous as the Yorkshire moors themselves. Transitioning from the contemporary dramas that had initially shaped his career to a period piece like Wuthering Heights was not simply a shift in genre, but a profound transformation in the way he approached acting. The period setting called for a more deliberate, introspective style, one rooted in the subtlety of language and the weight of historical context. The language of the time, the mannerisms of the characters, and the very essence of the era were all integral elements Owen had to master to fully inhabit the world of the story. The challenge of adapting to this new style of acting was significant. He had to immerse himself in the historical world of Wuthering Heights, absorbing the values, tensions, and societal norms that shaped the character's actions and motivations. This was a world where emotions ran deep, and the stakes were always high. Owen had to master the art of delivering powerful performances with restraint, balancing the intensity of his character's passion with the constraints of the period. It was a learning curve unlike any he had experienced before, and each day on set brought new revelations about the craft of acting and the depth required for such a role. Working on Wuthering Heights also meant collaborating with a stellar ensemble of actors, many of whom were seasoned professionals with years of experience. Among them were Jacob Elordi, known for his commanding presence on screen, and Margot Robbie, a versatile actress whose performances always exuded complexity and nuance. For Owen, sharing the screen with these established stars was not just an opportunity to act alongside them. It was a chance to learn from them, to observe their process, and to glean insights from their expertise. Each scene, each interaction, was a masterclass in how to shape a character, how to bring depth to a performance, and how to navigate the intricacies of on-screen chemistry. Margot Robbie, in particular, became a valuable mentor figure, offering advice on everything from preparing for emotionally charged scenes to handling the pressures of working in such a high-profile project. Jacob Elordi, with his natural ability to command attention in every scene, demonstrated the power of stillness and subtlety in performance, an approach that Owen came to admire and adopt in his own portrayal of Heathcliff. These interactions helped Owen grow not only as an actor but as a collaborator, teaching him the importance of being open to feedback and of trusting the process of creating a character with others. The set became a classroom in its own right, where Owen was able to refine his craft and learn techniques that would serve him for years to come.